I've previously made a short about the ARC B580, saying that the ARC B580 is a budget card, but it doesn't really support budget CPUs because there was actually a CPU overhead issue. Now that Hardware Unboxed have done a very recent video, I think they just uploaded it like yesterday, and they have actually investigated the latest drivers from the ARC B580 and found that it actually solved the overhead issue. So like they've tested it with older, like the Ryzen 5 5600, which is technically a 3-year-old CPU, but if you look at the 5600X, it's technically a 5-year-old CPU. So performance of 5600 is actually slightly less than the 5600X. So technically it's tested from a 5-year-old ago CPU, and they found that the latest August drivers actually boost the FPS by a lot. So it doesn't boost it in all games. For example, in games like Space Marine 2, there's still a CPU cap because it is insanely CPU intensive. But in a lot of the games, actually the latest drivers from the Intel team actually solved the ARC B580 issue. So now you actually have a really good budget card that actually can contend with the 4060, 5060, 5050. But in the benchmarks here, I mean, the 9060 XT 8GB will still beat the ARC B580 handily in many of the situations. But the 9060 XT 8GB is a little bit more expensive and has less VRAM. So yeah, so now it's a pretty good time to consider an ARC B580 if you can get it for around cheap, which is the last I checked, which is probably about less than 400 Singapore dollars. So checking on the price, the ARC B580 is listed for about $399 at Dynacore. At Laser, they have it listed for also $399, and at Tech Deals, also from these three shops on Slim, the cheapest one is listed at like $398. If you look at the competitor, which is the 9060 XT 8GB, the cheapest I can find it is at $479. So it is about 100 Singapore dollars more.